Hey, welcome everybody. This is your weekly market snapshot for residential real estate for November 15th, 2022. I am your host on this video, Ruth Fry. I am a realtor with Keller Williams Realty Infinity, located out of Plainfield, servicing Northern Illinois, Chicago metro area. Let's get started. By the way, I do refer nationwide. So if you have any plans to move anywhere else, please let me know. I've got a whole bunch of people that I can refer you to that are really great. Residential closed listings last week were down from the previous week at 2,258 to this last week at 1,521. And if we look at the trends from last year, you will see that there is a trend at this time that real estate closed listings do go down. We are in the lull of the market. The market does start to pick up again after Christmas. Right now, I'm expecting this will probably be the trend for a while with 1,521. Residential listings under contract were about the same at 2,330. Last week it was 2,351, so we're only off about 20. That's not a huge number. If you compare it to last year when we were still more in the throes of the pandemic, we were at 3,260. Things were just moving a little bit. Last year, just keep in mind that the last few years have been an anomaly and that this is more of a signature of a quote unquote normal market at this time. Residential new listings were down 4,146 versus last week at 4,529. Now, again, last year you're at 4,930. Please do remember when you're looking at these and you're comparing them to last year, it's hard to compare because that was such a weird time. People like interest rates were extremely low and people were buying and selling like crazy because they took advantage of the interest rates. So I am not surprised that things went down, but 4,146 is better than I expected, to be honest. So it's not horrible. Residential rented listings were down. I expected that because, again, we're more like in the middle of the month, 396 versus last year or last week at this time at 724 and last year at 541. I am not surprised about this, but I do expect rentals to go up soon. That's just kind of the way that the market ebbs and flows. Residential active and temporary. So it basically shows you right now there's 44,719 total active and 1,761 put in temporary status. Basically, temporary status means that people aren't showing the house right now. That is a lower number than a lot of other places. It may mean that they had a leak in their house, their roof needs to be replaced, something may be going on mechanically that they're fixing before people can come back in. And previously, it also meant that people in the house had COVID and they would shut it down for that week. Residential open houses, we were at 2,703 versus the week before at 2,829. So open houses did go down. That is interesting to me. I expect they'll go down until at least after Thanksgiving. And then I'm not really sure what this Christmas market will bode. A lot of times you'll see people not wanting to do open houses at Christmas. I think that's like if you don't, then you're kind of not taking advantage of how pretty your house looks when it's decorated. But my suggestion to everybody who that I deal with is if you are going to have an open house at Christmas, that you not put the Christmas presents under the tree until closer to the Christmas date. Just, you just never know. This is the impact of COVID-19 to real estate showings at MRED. There really is no impact right now. Residential sold price, we're at 280 versus last week at 270. So it went up again. Last year at this time, we were at 270. So the prices are still going up a little bit in some areas. Some areas they're coming down. They're having price adjustments. It depends on your county. I have the stats for a lot of the Chicago metro counties. So if you're curious about what your house would look like, you just got to let me know and send me a message. I'm happy to give you a cursory view on what I'm seeing and set up an appointment to give you like a more specific number if you would like that. And again, residential rented prices were up 1,863 versus last year 1,700. I say this every video, and for the two people that watch, it's probably getting really redundant, but there's no reason. If you are able to purchase a house at this point, then you might want to purchase a house at this point because these prices are more than rent. and you're actually paying somebody else's